What on, guys? It's Steve. So this happens pretty much every year, or it did happen every year until recently, until Stephen Curry came into the picture and Russell Westbrook started averaging a triple-double. But I sit here and I tell you this right now: both LeBron James and Kevin Durant deserve MVP. Now, let me start off with Kevin Durant. The reason why Kevin Durant deserves MVP is simply because the Warriors are doing their thing without Stephen Curry. I didn't expect this to happen. Honestly, I didn't, because remember, Kevin Durant chose to go to Stephen Curry for a reason. Stephen Curry went 73-9 without Kevin Durant. So now that Kevin Durant's there and Stephen Curry is injured, I'm actually surprised that Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors are playing well without him. What are they, like 11-2, without Stephen Curry? And it boggles my mind, because Stephen Curry is really, really valuable, not just to the Golden State, well, not just in terms of offense, but just in terms of the balancing and rotations, and just, he's so valuable in terms of everything with the Golden State Warriors. So the fact that Kevin Durant chose to play with him, and now Stephen Curry's injured, but Kevin Durant's still playing well without him, blows my mind. It's like, wow, okay, that's something special. And then the defensive numbers, the offensive numbers, the efficiency, the winning, the leadership capabilities, the beating LeBron James himself, outplaying LeBron in crunch time. So that's why Kevin Durant deserves it. And for anyone to say he doesn't deserve it, you're out of your mind. But then at the same time, you sit back and look, and you're like, okay, LeBron James also deserves MVP. LeBron deserves it because LeBron James is doing his thing. LeBron James deserves MVP also because the man is simply putting in the work. He does this every year, but this year it's just been so exceptional because we've seen Isaiah Thomas he didn't even play one game this year yet, and the season is almost halfway through. We've seen Tristan Thompson out and unhealthy, all right? And people are going to say, but look at Kevin Love playing well. Yeah, Kevin Love is playing well because he's a star player. He's supposed to play well. So we're seeing Kevin Love do his thing, and I'm just sitting back, and I'm mesmerized. I'm like, LeBron's going on 10, 12-game win streaks without Isaiah Thomas, and Dwayne Wade coming off the bench, and I'm like, yes, this is the most help LeBron James has ever had, but at the same time, LeBron James is making his teammates better. If you take LeBron James off of this team, they'll still be a solid team, but then Dwayne Wade would have to start. Kevin Love would have to do more, so they wouldn't be as good. They'd still be pretty good, like 5th, 6th seed maybe. They wouldn't be the, a top team in the Eastern Conference. All right, so when I'm seeing what LeBron James is doing, I'm like, okay, LeBron definitely deserves MVP. Now, let's go to the dark horse really quick. My main man, Carmelo Anthony. No, let me stop, Anthony. I know you guys are like, okay, I'm clicking away. No. Kyrie Irving, James Harden. These two also deserve it, but not on the same level as LeBron James. Now, here's the reason why I say that. When you look at the Boston Celtics, yeah, Kyrie is doing his thing. But at the same time, you have to understand that his team is more balanced in terms of the input. All right, when you talk about input, you have Al Horford doing his thing. You have Jason Tatum doing his thing. Marcus Smart. This is the best defensive team in the NBA efficiency-wise. All right, and you look at the Houston Rockets, they're a well-equipped, balanced team with Chris Paul, James Harden, Eric Gordon, all right, and the rest of them. And it's like, it's so balanced. Even though they're doing most of the work, like Kyrie's doing most of the work on Boston, without a doubt. James Harden's doing most of the work in Houston, without a doubt. But if you look at what Kevin Durant and LeBron James are doing right now, those two, those three actually, with Stephen Curry included, are all on a whole nother planet than everyone else. But those two right now are so far ahead of everyone else in terms of the MVP race. I don't care how good the Boston Celtics are doing. I don't care how good the Houston Rockets are doing. I don't care if Russell Westbrook averages a triple-double and the team somehow becomes the first seed. LeBron and Kevin Durant are doing their thing, all right, and that's without question. And when I sit back and think about it, I'm like, LeBron is 33 years old, Kevin Durant's approaching 30, and it's like, when are we gonna see a shift? When is it gonna be someone else that's gonna be dominant? Because it's been LeBron, KD for what, since 2011, 2012. Melo was in there, but Melo slowed down, all right, because of that knee injury. Stephen Curry's now in it, but it's like, when are we going to see someone else? You know, Russ is good, but he's not on their level. He's too inefficient. He doesn't take smart shots. All right? You look at a player like Kyrie, he's not even close to being on their level. All right? And then you look at players like Giannis, who's really good, but he's too young. He doesn't have the experience and the leadership capabilities and the ability to carry the team on his back. All right, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, we have all of these dominant teams, all of these dominant players, but not one of them are on the level of LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And it's very amazing because we're going to see LeBron and Kevin Durant go at it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, in my personal opinion, who deserves it? Like, if we look at the MVP race as of right now, who deserves the most valuable player award? And it's simple. I'm going to have to go with LeBron James. It's not that I hate Kevin Durant because, like I said, I explained why KD deserved it first because KD definitely deserves it. But when you look at what LeBron James has had to do, his entire team is brand new, pretty much. He brought in Isaiah Thomas. You have Dwayne Wade coming. You have Jay Crowder coming. Kyle Korver came in like midway through last season, okay? So you have all of these different players coming in where the Golden State Warriors is the same core players, except you have a few role players coming in here and there. But the main core players were still there. You know, you still have Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond, Zaz. Yeah, it's the same core team. You just bringing in different players, you know, us like Nick Young, and you just brought in a few different players. But when you look at the Cavaliers, they lost Kyrie. That's a huge piece to lose. They brought in Dwayne Wade. That's a big piece to bring in. They brought in Isaiah Thomas. That's a big piece to bring in. They bring in Kyle Korver. That's a huge, you know, not bigger than Dwayne Wade, but and Isaiah Thomas. But that's another big piece to bring in. So in totality, what I meant to say when I brought up the word huge, that's a huge difference in terms of this team. And for LeBron James to still carry this team, put them on his back and say, you know what, I'm going to lead you guys to the promised land. I'm going to be that guy. We are going to do what we need to do to win, regardless if Isaiah Thomas is out. Now, remember, these huge pieces that he brought in, not him, but the team brought in, one of those big pieces didn't even play a single game this year. Tristan Thompson didn't even play a single game this year. All right? Then you have Tyronn Lue, who sometimes I look and I'm like, he doesn't know what he's doing. All right, but he's an NBA coach for a reason, let's be real. I'm like, okay, LeBron is really going up against all odds right now. You know, he's really going up against all odds, and they're still a top team in the Eastern Conference, and they're still going to finish most likely the #1 seed in the East because the Boston Celtics have cooled off. All right, and I hear these rumors that Gordon Hayward's going to come back. It's not going to make a difference. It's not that Gordon Hayward is terrible or anything like that. It's just a simple fact that LeBron James has the most help that he's ever had, and the only team that can beat him is the Golden State Warriors. And it actually should be the other way around. The only team that can beat the only team that can sit there and beat the Golden State Warriors is the Cleveland Cavaliers, because the Golden State Warriors are the best team. I want to say something, but I want to save that for a different video. Let's just say they're the best team in the league right now. You guys know where I was leading when I said that. But I say here, and we'll conclude the video off of this. LeBron James and Kevin Durant are obviously both very special players, both incredible, both deserve MVP, both deserve everything the league has to offer. They're the faces of the league, and you can include Stephen Curry in that as well, because let's be real. But the thing is that they both had to go through a lot. Like, Steph is out, but he's only been out for a month, whereas LeBron, his star player, and Isaiah Thomas has been out the entire season. And LeBron brought in more new players than the Golden State Warriors, and those new players weren't just role players. Some of them were, like Jay Crowder, but the majority of them are high-impact players, like Dwayne Wade, like Kyle Korver, like Isaiah Thompson. Before you say Kyle Korver is not a high-impact player, please stop it, because Kyle Korver is a major impact player. When you have someone that can shoot to Kyle Korver's ability, that is major impact level, okay? Kyle Korver is a game changer. He's like Klay Thompson without the defense and without the dribbling ability. He is a game changer. He gets hot. Sayonara. Game over. Go home. Good night. Simple. Simple as that. It's that easy. You know? So they both deserve it. Cavaliers are good. Golden State Warriors are even better. But as of right now, I say LeBron James deserves it. That can change because LeBron doesn't deserve it, you know, that much more than Kevin Durant deserves it. It's like, it's neck and neck, but LeBron is like slightly above Kevin Durant. But I'll sit here and I'll tell you this right now. If Kevin Durant can keep doing what he's doing and the Warriors finish with a better record, and you know, Isaiah Thomas is coming back soon, Stephen Curry's coming back soon, and you know, Kevin Durant just keeps doing what he's doing and they finish with a better record, it's most likely going to go to Kevin Durant. Honestly, whoever wins it, in my honest opinion, is going to have the better record between the two teams. It is kind of unfair because the Warriors face tougher competition being in the Western Conference, but it is what it is. LeBron James, he is like an equalizer because LeBron has to go through bringing in new players, a new system, and all this other stuff, learning new players, building chemistry, where Kevin Durant has to play tougher competition without the third best player on the planet in Stephen Curry. So both players have gone through their trials and tribulations this year. I just figure right now I believe and I think LeBron James deserves MVP, but Kevin Durant is right there as well. No knock on KD, no knock on LeBron, both great players. But I'll leave it at that. It's been your man Steve, and I'm out of here, man. None of y'all could beat me at basketball. Remember that, because there's a lot of funny people out there that really think they could beat me at basketball. It ain't happening. It's been your man Steve. I'm out of here, man. Peace.